Oh man, we are so back. Look at this. Guys, look, you can see both of my hands right now. Welcome back to my podcast. And boy, do I have so much to tell you guys. I went on vacation and I just came back from the eye doctor and my eyes are dilated right now. I can't really see and it's really bright in this room. I was going to say hence the hat, but I literally have a hat on in like every episode that I do. So, what am I talking about? Don't know. But isn't this so nice? Like, guys, I have both in my hands right now. You know what that means I can do? Watch this. You know what this is, by the way? It's my favorite drink on the planet. This is prickly pear cactus water. It is one of the greatest. You've never seen anything like it before. Millions of American. Okay, fuck Donald Trump. But anyways, guys, this is prickly. This is cactus water. I love the brand. I love the taste of it. I've had every flavor. There's only 3 flavor, but it good. This one is tropical mango and ginger. Let's open it together. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, sorry. ASMR. Let's take a sip together. Quite good. Quite the beverage. Quite the beverage. Okay. Oh my god, what the hell was that? I need to fix this. I just literally just set this up 2 seconds ago. But it's pretty nice, right? See how I could do this? With 2 hands. With 2 hands. Well, 2 hands, 1 hand in a can. Was that good ASMR, guys? Okay, I need a table now. Here we go. Welcome back to my podcast. This is episode 23. Last episode, I'm so sorry if it was confusing. My girlfriend told me last night that she watched it and she was confused the entire time. I am so sorry. And she is the person that gets the least confused with me out of everyone in my life that I've ever met because like she's with me most of the time. So I'm so sorry if it was confusing. I have never done anything like that and I have like undiagnosed ADHD or something. I'm working to try to get that figured out. Actually, I should probably call the psychiatrist right after I get off of this video. But I'm so excited to be back and I'm so excited to tell you guys about my whole trip. It was a lot of fun. Okay, so I was gone for 5 days. First day was the 20-something of June. Okay, we're going to start at the 20-something of June. Wake up in the morning like and then I was like I should probably start packing my clothes because our flight wasn't I went with my dad. So me and my dad went on a flight to that was my drum roll to Arizona. We went to Arizona to visit my family, aka my aunt, my uncle, and I was going to say 3 cousins, but there are 5 of them now, which is crazy. But anyway, so we flew there on Friday. I was really sad leaving because my dog, I love my dog so much. Shout out Lexi. I don't have a picture of her up here. Actually, I think I need to get one. Although she does look like that pig right there, which I don't know if you can see it because I need to get like a place to put my phone because my phone is still on the phone stand on the rolling chair that I showed a picture of not a few episodes ago. There's a hair on this. Anyways, yeah. So I was like really sad and my girlfriend had just gotten back from her week-long trip. I didn't see her for a week. What the hell? So I didn't see her for a week. And then, so she got back on Wednesday. We hung out all day on Thursday. I got my cast off too. Wait, I haven't seen you guys in so long. Look at this. I'm free. Wait, I do have 2 hands. I'll talk about that a little bit in a second. But on Friday, I was really sad because I only spent 1 day with my girlfriend after not seeing her for a week. And then I was going to be gone again until the next Tuesday. So I was like, well, shit. And I was like really sad. And she had surprised me that day because she was going to be at work. She said bye to me like super early in the morning on Friday, and then she got off of work early, and then we hung out for a little bit more until I had to leave to take the Uber to my flight. But then my cousin was here too. One of my cousins that lives in California was here. And she was like so sad. She literally started crying, and it was like cute, but I was like, I don't know. I mean, like, she doesn't really spend that much time with me, but I guess she's probably just like sad that we're leaving because we're always at our house or whatever. But yeah, so I told her that I would bring her a scorpion lollipop, and I did fulfill that promise because, well, I didn't promise her, but I told her that I was going to do it, and I did, period. So once I left, I was fully in tears, crying. I dropped my water bottle, and it hit the Uber car because it fell out of my bag, which this happens again later in the story. But I dropped that. Luckily, it was empty. It was fine. I don't know if it honestly scratched the car. I don't think it did because my dad would have said something because he, like, checked. But yeah, and then we got in the Uber. It was like an hour drive. Got in our first flight. It wasn't that bad. I mean, the turbulence was like kicking me in the asshole because I do not like planes. I do not like feeling unsafe. But I survived the flight. We landed, and on the first day, I saw my cousins. We went to a restaurant, and I just drank lemonade, and everyone got food, but I got Cane's when we landed because when we landed, dude, when we fucking landed, we were on the plane for like an entire hour just waiting to be taken to a gate because apparently we landed early or something. So they were like, oh, it'll take like, I think he literally said 3 minutes. 1, 2, 3 minutes. That's like 60 seconds 3 times. Easy, light work, okay? Then, I don't know what happened, but then like we kept on not having a gate to go to. Mind you, I'm starving because I haven't eaten since breakfast, and it's like 4 p.m. at this point. We get out of the airport. My uncle picks us up, and I'm like, I need food, please, 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 please. I need food, please. So we found some food. I got some Cane's on the way there. I devoured my Cane's, and then I got a lemonade at Cane's, and then at the restaurant later that night, everyone got food, and what did I have? I had a lemonade. Literally only drank lemonade the entire trip. That's all I was drinking. I drank some water because like hydrated queen pussy boss, but most of the things I got at places that we went to go eat was lemonade. Literally only lemonade. Every restaurant I got lemonade. We went to this empanada place, I got a lemonade. Literally everywhere I got lemonade except for an actual lemonade place, I got a water. So I just fuck with lemonade. And when I got home, I'm still drinking lemonade. I went to the pool the other day. I made my girlfriend buy an entire jug of raspberry lemonade. So I guess I'm just a lemon fan. What can I say? Okay, so we landed, I drink lemonade. Then the next day, we went to the empanada place, I believe. And we were in Strawberry, Arizona. That's what it was called. I thought it was a cute name. It's not that as cute as the title seems, unfortunately, but I had a lot of fun. We walked around a bunch of different stores. They had elk hot dogs. And now I might be a little too woke because there were elk there, like elk be chilling over there apparently. I saw one near the empanada place while we were driving up there. But you're cooking them in their own home. Am I a little too woke for this or what? Because if I walked outside and they were cooking my neighbor, oh, hell no. Like, what? What? Anyways, and then I took a bunch of pictures with my cousins, and it was super fun. And I don't know, I miss them. And it was a lot of fun being with them. Then what else did we even do? We went to this lake, and it was so fun. And I got in a little bit. And we were trying to catch a fish, but we never caught it. And then we saw owls, and I thought that it was a bobcat. Anyways, we went to Oh, I caught tiny little crawfish. We went to like this river thing. I don't even know where it was. By the way, I drove everywhere. Against my will. Forced against my will. They made me drive everywhere and I was on vacation. I took a freaking vacation for this and they just made me drive everywhere. Really? 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 No, I'm just kidding. I offered because I was like, I don't trust none of these kids to drive me. Honestly, I think the most exciting, or not most exciting, but like the things I should talk about the most are the flights. Because what the fuck was that? Okay. Literally. Okay, so here was what went down, okay? On Friday, I flew to Arizona, and then on Tuesday morning, I flew to Vegas for 10 hours, and then at like... Hello? We'll be right back. Trouble on set. Okay, we're good. We're back. Okay, so let me just go back over that. Friday, we flew to Arizona. Tuesday morning, we flew to Vegas for a 10-hour layover, and then we flew at like, I think it was 8 at that point. We took off at 8 to come back home to California from Vegas. So on Tuesday morning, I was already feeling a little bit dizzy. I was like, I'm not feeling too great in this car right now. Like on the way to the airport, I was like, my inner ear feels a little bit thrown off. So let me like try to chill, like not move my head too much. P.S. I'm starving. So I get on the plane. After a while, we finally took off, and then okay, no, that was a different flight. Okay, we took off from Phoenix to Vegas. That flight was relatively chill. But once we got to Vegas, it was like 110 degrees. We had no car. We had to carry around our bags the whole day. And we had no plans. So what the hell? And we tried like looking up things to do in Vegas, but it was a Tuesday, so there was nothing to do in Vegas, let alone during the daytime. So we kind of just like did nothing. Like we went and saw a movie, and then after the movie we walked from the movie we went to Bonanza, which is like the giant gift shop there. I don't know if you've ever been to Vegas or whatever. But it's like the world's largest gift shop or something like that. We went there. We basically just looked for souvenirs for a while. Then we walked from Bonanza to Circus Hotel, and then we hung out there for a little bit, and I was just like dying because my head hurt so bad, and like I felt a little like dizzy, and I was like, because I still have to get on another flight tonight. And so we hung out there for a little bit, and then we were like, oh my gosh, they're doing a show over there. So then we went to go watch the show. It was like this guy who was balancing on things. Like he had this like box thing, and then he was putting like logs on it with another thing and like another log, and he was like balancing on it. It was pretty cool. I like that guy. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to the balancing guy. I forget what it was called. It was like something ladder man. The no ladder man. I don't know. Something like that. But yeah, he was cool. And then after that, we went to Popeyes inside of Circus. And that was like a 10. No. That was like a 6 out of 10. I hadn't had Popeyes in like years. And then I finally had Popeyes thinking it was going to be so good. And then it like low-key wasn't that good. But yeah, so that happened. And then What else? We basically waited from that point to go back to... Oh! I was leaving something out. Sorry, that was really loud. I was leaving something out. So after we ate Popeyes, we get an alert on our phones that says dust storm warning. And we're like, oh, of course, the night that we have to have a flight in like 2 hours. If you're not familiar with dust storms, it's basically a big ass dust cloud that shows up out of nowhere, and it just like covers the entire city, and it gets windy, very, very windy, and you can't really go outside without tasting dirt and needing to spit out and cough up mud. So that's like pretty chill, I guess. Just typical Vegas, Arizona day. So basically we got that alert. We just finished eating, okay? We're like, whatever. It should be gone by the time we're gonna leave. We go outside, and across the street, kind of to like Circus. So like Circus, and then right here there's like a gift shop, and then right here there's a gift shop. So we went over to this gift shop, looked around a little bit, and then we went over to the other gift shop because we didn't like that one. There was nothing there for us. We went to the other gift shop, and we walked around for a little bit, and then we start walking back to Circus so we can have somewhere for the Uber to like pick us up. And then I literally felt like I was going to ascend. Like, bitch, the way that the wind was gonna sweep me off my feet and caress me, like, it was crazy. Like, and then all I could taste, like, I felt like I could taste from my nose because there was so much dust in my nose, and I get the worst allergies like ever. So I grabbed my hoodie. I had my hoodie tied around my neck, and I just put it like this. And I said, no, mask up. Social distance from me, bitch ass dust. Get the fuck out of here. And then we went into Circus and then waited for our Uber to arrive. While we're in the Circus, the attendant or whatever, like, there was a lady in the front of Circus, and she was like talking to someone who was inside, and she was like, oh yeah, here comes the monsoon. I could see it already. And I was like, what are you talking about, a monsoon? I have to get on a plane. And then we're like, oh man. And then the driver for our, like, I don't remember if it was Uber or Lyft, but we had a driver come pick us up. And then we were telling her, like, yeah, we have to get on a flight right now. Like, we're from California. Like, we don't know how to handle this. And she was like, yeah, it should happen pretty quickly, and then it just literally goes back to normal. So I trusted her, and, like, honestly, shout out her. She was really sweet, and she was a great driver. 10 out of 10 to you, ma'am. I don't know why I said that like that. She was really great. And then we get to the airport. Everything looks relatively fine. Okay, and then we get on the plane. Everything still looks relatively fine. Until we start, like, going to the runway, where I see, okay, in, like, Vegas or Arizona, when it rains really hard, you can see where it's raining, like, from a distance. If it's not raining on you, you can see where it's raining, because it's raining so hard, especially if it's, like, a monsoon. You can definitely see that. So I could see where it was raining, and it was, like, to our right. So while we're turning around, getting to the right runway or wherever we're going to take off, I was like, I was keeping an eye on where that was, but then I lost where it was. So I was like, oh shit, maybe we're going to fly right through it. We'll see. We start taking off, and I'm like, okay, I think it's the other way. We start going up into the sky, and I look out the window, and it's kind of hard for me to look out of windows on planes because I get kind of dizzy sometimes. But I was like, if we're going to fly through this storm, I need to know. Like, I need to lock in. Like, I really need to lock in if we're going to fly through this shit. So I was like, okay, I'm going to look out the window. So I looked out the window, and guess what, ho? We were going right through the storm. Like, it wasn't raining where we were. It was, like, literally right next to us, and we saw lightning, and, like, I thought I was going to die because the plane was, like... The plane was, like, having a panic attack, but I was like, you need to calm down, please calm down, because there's passengers inside of you. Like, you need to calm down, man. You need to calm down. And then, but it was, like, dropping and going up and dropping, and I was like, frick, this is so ass. So I was kind of freaking out a little bit. But once we got, like, up into the sky, it wasn't as bad. It was just, like, while we were going through it, I was like, what the hell? And it was like, it literally looked scary outside, like, because you could see all of the clouds, obviously, because you're above the clouds a little bit. But when I looked out the window, it was like this cloud, and below it looked like fucking fire. Like, flames, fire, flames, fire, flames. Like, I thought I was going to die a little bit. And then we passed the storm a little bit, and it was like literally just clouds that were so thick that it looked like it could have been the ground. And I thought I was in an alternate dimension. Like, I thought we flew through a storm into a different dimension, and I was going to land on like fucking Mars or something. Like, I thought I was gonna die. But then we finally landed, got off the plane, and went home. And then the next like 3 days I was like low-key so sick, like, because I was so dizzy. And I still kind of am, but I was so dizzy from like 2 flights in one day when I already woke up dizzy that day. Like, it was just too much. But I've returned back to my normal life. Everything good must come to an end. But yeah, honestly, I had a lot of fun. And in Arizona, it was my uncle's birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to my uncle right now, verbally. Thank you. And we went to this like place for dinner. Okay, I got Dutch Bros with my cousins while we were on the way there. And it took forever for us to get Dutch Bros. So everyone was already inside the restaurant by the time we got there. And we literally opened the door to the restaurant, and the hostess or whatever, she goes, "You can't bring your Dutch brothers in here." And so we were like, "Oh, okay." And we just walked out. I honestly didn't even set foot into the building, like literally just opened the door. None of us even stepped in and I was like, okay. So then we called like our parents, and we were like, so what do we do? And we ended up just leaving our Dutch Bros in the car, which was really sad because it was such a hot day. And my Dutch Bros, I never had Dutch Bros before. It was my first time. And it was good, so I was like sad. But I ate the best chicken tenders that I've ever had in my entire life. I don't know what batter they used on that, but that's honestly, I would say, in the top 10 of anything that I've ever put in my mouth. And on that topic, let's do my top 10 things I've ever put in my mouth. Okay? Number 1, a boob. I love a good boob. And now I am realizing that that is crazy of me to say because I'm gonna make a headline. Because motherless ass bitch says the number 1 thing she's ever put in her mouth is a boob. So I think that I'm done with that list. But if I had to continue the list, I would put those chicken tenders on number 2. Yeah, honestly, I'm not even lying though. I'm not. And I mean that with my whole heart. So clown me in the comments if you want. Clown me in general if you want. But the eyes don't lie. The eyes don't. What is that they keep commenting on TikTok? The eyes don't lie, Chico, or some shit like that. I can imagine it like, maybe it's like in a movie where like, the eyes don't lie, Chico. Los ojos no mienten, chicos y chicas. Do you see how serious my eyes are? A boob is the number 1 thing I've ever put into my mouth. Those chicken tenders are the number 2 thing I've ever put into my mouth. Thank you. Anyways, guys, I got my cast off too. It was honestly pretty chill, but guess what? I'm going to have the surgery anyways because it still hurts, and the cast didn't even do anything except for give me an ugly ass tan line. I don't even think you could see it that bad anymore, but it was really bad. It was really bad. It was also really crusty, but shout out my girlfriend because she volunteered to get the crust off of it. I didn't even ask her. She just said, "Can I do it?" Yes, of course you can, because I don't want to touch it. Every time I looked down at it, like I would get more and more grossed out. Like, it was just so disgusting. It didn't smell bad though. I got a comment asking if casts really smell bad. My cast never smelled bad. Like, it was just like a bunch of built up dead skin that had to get scrubbed off, and then my skin underneath was so sensitive, like to a point where like water touching it like hurt so bad. But it wasn't that bad. And then like getting back to normal with things is weird. Like my grip is so weird, and then like typing on a keyboard is really weird. Like using my thumb, mostly it's my thumb that I can't use properly. So I might ask to restart physical therapy just to like help my like thumb get back to normal, because it's really weird when your thumb doesn't move for like a month, but like the rest of your fingers do. It doesn't feel like stiff, but it feels like I'm not moving it right or something. Like it just feels wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get surgery for my wrist. It's gonna be like exploratory basically, and like, oh, jump scare, I'm editing right now and the video cut out because my phone sucks. So audio only for the next like 10 minutes. Sorry. If he sees anything in my wrist, he's just gonna fix it up while it's in there, or if he sees something really bad, he's gonna just close me up and then we're gonna have to schedule a different surgery to work on that specifically. As far as my eyes go, I just went to the eye doctor like, what time is it right now? I just went to the eye doctor like 2 hours ago, and I got my eyes, like I did a whole exam and stuff, and honestly I set this appointment because I had posted a TikTok clip of that podcast where I was talking about like my blindness in my right eye, and so many people were commenting like crazy stories, and I was like, oh shit, well maybe I'll get that checked out because I'm actually scared. And like then it scared me even more because I went to my doctor and I was telling her about it, and she was like, well, the only like real concern here is like if your vision just doesn't come back one of these times. And I was like, wait, you're onto something that I never thought of before. Like, that's crazy. So I made this appointment. I got my eyes examined and stuff, and I got them dilated, and then I got this like scan done where she said it was kind of like an ultrasound or like MRI of like the back of my eye, so like she could see my retinas and like all my like nerves and stuff like that. It apparently like one of my retina, like I don't know if it's a part of it or one of them, like she showed me this like thing, like it was like a circle, and each like quarter of it was a section, and the section on top, like say like quarters, like literally like think about a pizza like this, like literally like this, like this, like this, like in triangles. That's what it looked like. And the one on top was like red. The rest of them were green, but the one on top was red. She told me that that did indicate something is wrong with like my retina attachment, or like it was like the attachment to my nerve that goes to my brain. Like I don't know exactly what, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not going to understand it, but there was something wrong there. But she said that specific place that's like showing up wrong would indicate more of like a constant type of vision loss rather than like what I have, which she said was like intermittent or something like that. I know it's a word, but I can't right now. Okay, I can't right now. Basically not as frequent and not lasting that long, because like I said, when I get it, it only lasts like 5 minutes. So she basically said that she does want to monitor that, but she doesn't think that is a problem, and she wants me to get a migraine workup, like go to a neurologist and like check my brain and stuff, to see if it might be like migraines, because she said that sometimes migraines present themselves without any pain, or like they last more short periods of time than like a retina issue. So I have to go get that done. I have to get a wrist surgery, and I have to go to the psychiatrist. So it's honestly been a really big year for me at the doctor. I guess the past year now, because that's how long my wrist thing has been going on. So it's been a wild ride, but I mean, I'm really lucky to be able to get the care that I'm getting. I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to find doctors sometimes that are like good through my insurance, but I'm really lucky to be even getting these appointments and like be having like a regular ortho doctor and like a regular eye doctor and stuff like that. Like, it's really a blessing, and I know a lot of people are struggling right now, so I'm really trying to take this, like, not take it for granted, because there's a lot of bad stuff going on right now. A lot of people are suffering, and it just makes me sad, but I'm so grateful to have all the care that I have. And to be able to live my life freely. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to wrap this up now because I honestly think that I've been recording this for an entire hour. I don't know if the video is still recording because my phone it keeps glitching and then saying that I don't have any storage, but at least we'll have the audio part if the video doesn't show up. But guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it to this point in the video, comment down below an airplane emoji, or like comment down below #castfree if you made it to this point in the video. I love you guys so much. Make sure you like the video, you subscribe, and you leave a comment saying any topics you want me to talk about or anything like that. Listen to my music if you want to. And I don't know. I'm grateful to be here talking to you guys again. I'm grateful that I made it through every one of those 3 flights, because if I didn't make it, I wouldn't be here and you would be so bored without this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Let me just start that again. Thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, email me if you want any advice or want me to talk about anything. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye! Feels like I'm fighting myself inside.